I wore hijab quite a lot when I was with my friend, because she felt uncomfortable because she was the only girl in my old hometown that was wearing one, and yes. Yeah, I used to wear one quite a lot when I was with her, because she didn't want to like feel weird, and she didn't want people taking a mickey out of her and things like that. I thought, right, I get myself a couple, I wear one with you, and she felt a little bit better. But I was getting the backlash of all my friends who I used to talk to saying, well, why are you wearing one of them? You're not one of them. And it's like, can you, I said to him, can you like rephrase your words please? That is not nice.
Bet you any money the weather's not going to show when it's going to be raining.
Hello, and here's a warm welcome from the south of France as we are based on the Pont Ricard circuit for the French Grand Prix. It is our 15th round of championship racing as Season 5 in GRL enters its final quarter of racing. With 5 races to go after today, the battle for the championship is very much still open, with a gap at the top of the drivers being just 4 points, which is held by May, but with a complex circuit upon it, can he extend his lead at the top, or will he crumble? The Pont Ricard circuit is by far the most recognised circuit on the grid due to its new form of slowing the cars down. The blue and red stripes form as rumble strips and an aid to slow the car down if they are touched. The circuit measures at 5.8 kilometres and has 15 turns, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and it has 2 DRS zones.
Okay, it's pretty
And what a
quiet
time
on
it
the
is
track.
for the French fans, with a brand new driver pair today in Alpine, who will hopefully bring in some new energy necessary to bring Alpine up the constructors' standings. This is the Global Racing League, this is Tier 2, and this is the French Grand Prix. Today I'm joined by Go Slow, who I did actually mute for like 5 minutes, so I will quickly unmute him. Yeah, he's still oblivious.
That's why I couldn't hear myself.
Yeah, that's exactly why I couldn't hear yourself, you child.
You cheeky bastard. Oh, sorry, no swearing.
Yeah. That's
Clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
No one is anymore.
Right, so in the top of the drives, it is May leading by 4 points from RRL Apex, but luckily for May today, a lot of his competition is not around. The main threat to his win today is forming from a McLaren of true Loki God, who has won 3 out of the 4 possible, or the last 4 races. Second place is Apex, and was Chartman here? No, Chartman is still here, he's down 127. So there is still a lot to play for. Plain Cookie in 4th has not attended today, and Spandon is also here on 101. But I have been informed by anyway earlier in the week, I'm pretty sure Spandon has the new record for the most DNFs in a row. I think he's had 5 in a row, or 6. So hopefully he can make up for it. And of course, yeah, well anyway, I know Loki has 2, not 3, blah 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 blah. To go to our constructors' standings, it is McLaren who actually lead the way by 287, followed by Aston Martin with 233. Curly has been very much gifted with a lot of his teammates. This is Oye Wabi, who is, what, a 2-time winner. That had Josh, who won his first, he's won and only race. Then he had MC Gaming Champ for a race. And then now we've got Loki, who has essentially come into the league and smashed everything. But is it enough time to give Loki a real shot at the title? He's about 60 points away in P6 right now. And for the 3rd place, it is heavily contested by Red Bull, AlphaTauri and Mercedes, all in between 6 points. Mercedes sat 3rd, Red Bull 4th, and AlphaTauri in 4th and Red Bull in 5th. Now at the bottom of our table is Alfa Romeo and Ferrari, so it's both the teams from Maranello not having a great time with it. Unlike in Tier 1, obviously. You need to get excited, Jason. Well, on a different note, luckily, we've been very much gifted by this Tier 2 title battle, because in Tier 1, the championship is all over and done with, and it was taken by Congo Prof, winning his third win anyway now. I think this is his 4th day. but that is the 4th Drivers' Championship for Tom Goldcroft in GRL. Yeah, it is his 4th. I thought it was his 4th. So a congratulations to him, and also congratulations to Red Bull, who picked up constructors, but there's still very much to play for. Spandon picks up the first lap of the session, which is a 1:31.988, followed by Savan with a 1:35, so he obviously has something like a little bit of a mistake. Ivor Whittle is just going to come across the finish line here, and it is going to be a 1:32.2. Yeah, I agree. But to be fair, there's not been a vast majority of competition in tier 1, in my opinion. With Shagon, the only real threat came from OP Gamer, who's been on and off this season in terms of attendance. Nice Job, who has a habit of bottling. And Ghostler, and I mean, like, that's not really competition, is it? But hey,
My dog.
how many pets do you have, man? And there's a spinner, and that looks like Curly. 6! Alright.
Okay,
I
we
think
can
that
take
was
you
a
this
Curly
lap.
that's causing the yellow flag there. I think it had a little bit of an incident. It's still, I'm used to seeing darkness out my window whenever I do commentary.
Got that confirmed.
A few positions swapping. I think I was Scarito just coming across the line here. What do you reckon will be the pole time if you're there, Ghostler? I'm pretty sure well anyways is set. Well anyways is century. What do you think the pole time is going to be?
1:31.5.
1:31. Really?
It's going to be from Ivy Whittle.
Ivy Whittle has picked up a pole position, I believe.
It's going to be a 1:30.
What is your? Have you done any brand laps to them, or of course you
Not
haven't?
really racing ones.
No, lovely. Sure. You better come back. Would you? Like, we could get like P3 if you try. Because Williams, we're going to push that out of the way quite easily. We're going to get Haas because no one's driving for them today. And it's either George or well anyway in their respective teams, which surely we could get. Now they're like 50, but like we can do that. If we could get like 5th, 6th every race, you know. Maybe you can like win a race or something.
Sorry. It's like,
Oh, it's Epic in the house today.
How many
And yeah, George isn't racing, so we have a shot. Obviously, George will obviously miss our great party chat, which is a bit annoying. I'm just going to go. I have just been following the Ferrari of Degli Mosquito, who was purple in our first sector. But the one thing is, with the curbs, they're so awkward to get right because sometimes you go with them, they go the exact same way you go with them, but you're just going to validate. And the second sector, Mosquito is purple again. Has Mosquito finally found a bit of a groove in his qualifying pace? Into the right double right-hander of 12, or no, of 11 and 12, keeps it about half power into 5th, ups it to 6th, the left-hander will come at you, just going to drop it into 3rd gear, he's running a bit low on fuel, it is now just 2 more turns, it's going to be a quick left-hander, it's going to be a swooping left-hander, drops it into 4th gear, it's just going to hold it into 3rd gear, there's a quick right-hander, a chance you can get on the power, it all ends up on the exit, and he has probably touched the cover a little bit too much here, but now it is just a dance straight to the finish line. It is provisional pole for Deadly Mosquito, 1:35.569, and he's already proved your provisional pole time incorrect. It's not equal anyway, he's so much better than you are. Well, anyway, I'd get it right. That is a
It's going to be a 1:31.3 now.
1:31.3. Ah, okay.
Yeah, by Spandon.
That is a pretty solid lap for Deadly Mosquito. He has. The Ferraris haven't had a great season, being perfectly honest, but maybe Mosquito has found a bit of a groove in his pace. Maybe just got the setup right, but that is a pretty dominant pole position. Spandon has had a spin, who is, as we said, I think is on the GRL record of most DNFs in a row. Which, for a person trying to fight for a championship or a potential championship, is not really what you want to hear. Question is, who do you think will win today, Mr. Ghostler?
Well, I don't want to be too soon on it, so I want to see the pole first.
No, come on, just...
But if I were to guess, based on the performance at the moment, I'm going to go with May.
Go with May. I think going with May was a pretty safe option. Obviously, his opportunity. Yeah, I saw. May's opportunity in Tier 2 last season did slip away from him. Everything was going so great for him in that final race this season. Obviously, he was confident about the Anvil anyway. Everything was going right. He was pole position. Josh spun twice on his lap, or his first lap, so he's down like 14th place. Everything was going brilliantly. Then a late safety car brought Josh up into third, and May spun after the second DRS. But maybe things can go his way this time in Tier 2 and maybe win that championship.
Potentially,
He has got a good shot. With Apex not here today, he was going to attempt it, he had to just nip off and do something. This is a genuine shot for May to really gain a bit of advantage here. And also, some of the races coming up are going to be very brutal for these drivers. We've got Baku and Singapore as a back-to-back. I know May is incredible at Brazil. He absolutely smashed everyone last year on Brazil. Also, May is like the longest member. Yeah. To be honest, Kenny, I don't know. English, isn't it? It's not English. I'm not good at English, but Loki, I did just pick up the end of his lap, and he was like 9/10 clear of his previous. He was 6/10 up through the second sector, but that is a pretty good time from the McLaren, who has essentially came into this league and slapped every other driver in Tier 2. He is driving with a lot of confidence right now. And a lot of dedication, I must say. He's always first to check in, he's always on time. Always great to see from a new driver. And that's on the Ferrari. That was a hefty who was like a little bit of a spin. Let's see, is anyone on the lap go slow that you can help me out with? Don't think it's a very good one.
No, it's not.
I Riddle is just a 10th up on his time. But it's just going to depend on the exit if he gets there for the Alfa Romeo and he's just anyone else on a lap? Let's have a quick look. Haytham is 5/10 down. Hefty has invalidated. I've only seen Spandon do about 5 laps today. Every single one has been invalidated, but let's go on board with him for his probably 4th run of the evening. It's going to come into turn 1, quickly drops it into 4th gear, puts on the power very gently into the right-hander of 2, and he's going to invalidate. This is very painful to watch for Spandon. It's almost like my first ever quali session here. Yeah, I remember the squat what's it called? Invalidated my lap about 9 times. On my final run, put it in P8. That's probably been one of the best qualifying session I've done, yeah. To be perfectly honest with you. I'm close to Will anyway in terms of time actually.
Yeah, let's see on pole then.
No, it was Tom racing. Well, and Matthias's racing. Let's quickly have a look at Anton. He's just going to finish his lap, but this looks like a pretty good lap from Anton. No, he's just 5/100ths of a second he's improved. But all that is going to be now is the top drivers could get into the pit lane and just reset themselves and get on a new set of tyres for one more final run. Let's go on board with Mosquito. He is sat in P2 at the minute, did have his provisional pole time wiped away from True Loki God. Coming through this sector, it's going to be a sequence of rights and lefts. Puts it into the left hander, now it's a quick right, he's going to keep it into 3rd gear. He's touched the curb very, very nicely there. It's going to come into another right-hander. He's spun, I think. Yes, he is spun. I didn't see him come across that curb. The Steve just has to get into the pit lane. That's all he has to do. May is improving by 3/100ths of a second. This could put him above Spandon. Let's see how he can do it. It's a purple sector 2 for the AlphaTauri. Looking to chase down Red Bull and Mercedes for that P3 in Constructors. as the Mercedes boys have not been firing on all cylinders as of recently, but I think May has not run out of fuel, that is in Alpine. Let's see what else May can do on this lap. He is pushing 100%. It's a quick left-hander, can he hold it? It's going to brake very gently, he's going to touch that car ever so slightly. Now it's just going to depend on the exit, and he's going to hold it pretty nicely. Let's see what May can do across the line. Is it going to be provisional pole? No, it's P2, and that is 4,000ths of a second being separated from him and True Loki God.
Very close though, and going to pit and trying to get out.
Yeah, but it definitely will. This doesn't show how close these drivers are right now. No, I mean in terms of the championship.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Realistically, this could go anywhere. I think it will end up between May and Loki, but you still have Chartman, you still have Cookie in there. You still have Apex. You've got a shot at essentially anyone. Spandon's a bit far away, he's 50 behind. So a lot is going to have to go his way to make him catch up to the pack, but everything is still on a shot. May hasn't validated his lap. I think Chartman is on a flying lap. I've not spoke about Chartman once today. He is Mr. Consistent, still chasing that first race win of the season. He's had many opportunities, mainly in Spa, where he picked up a 3-second penalty at the final lap to reduce his win to a P2 or P3. But Chartman was 4 tenths up in our first sector and is kind of at least into P6 right now. It's a very, very long back straight here, probably one of the longest on the F1 calendar. Sharp braking, you should be able to run that curve very, very nicely. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, so like Ivy Whippers is entering the pit lane. He will probably not get out on another flying lap. Charman across our second sector, he is 5 tenths up, hasn't improved too much. He is purple sector 2 though. That purple sector 2 has been chumming and changing all this session. This sector he has to nail. You have to get really, really wide, touch the inside curve, and he can essentially go full power along that final bit of the straight. It's a very, very long left-hander. This track is just full of very, very long corners. Rides the curve pretty nicely, reducing the amount of track he has to cover. The final 2 corners for Chartman. He's held the lap very, very nicely. This should be a vast improvement for the Williams. Let's see, can he put it anywhere near the top 3? Oh, it's P4 for Chartman. I did say it looked like a good improvement. That is a 31.985. Puts it into the 131s. That is not a bad result at all. Mosquito is also getting ready for his final run. Loki is a 10th up on his final time, and he's got a lot of free air ahead of him. No traffic is going to ruin this lap, and he's going to hold it all the way to the checkered flag. It's not going to be easy to bottle this lap on full traction. Let's see if he does in fact have a little bit of a bottle. Up in 217, he's running very low on fuel. That means he has probably timed this qualifying session perfectly. 45 seconds to go though, and May's not going to get another final run. The deploy is used for True Loki. Can he improve on his time? Yes, he can. A 131. That's probably going to be and our Spandler has been validated again. He will make the checkered flag, but yep. That is totally fine. So through our first 2 corners, he did hold it very, very nicely. He stayed into 5th gear, puts it into the left-hander, coming up to our first sector line, into the right-hander. He's going to hold it at 4th gear. Across our first sector, I didn't actually see a time. Did you see a time? No, I didn't see a time. That's fucking, that is brilliant. 2 tenths off on his time, there we go. So he's put it in visual. Oh, Chartman has retired. It was out in the pit lane. Oh, Mosquito's lost it.
No, he's a lot of temps though.
Oh, Mosquito, that's still P3 for the minute, but then he's going to be gutted. Johnson is also improving on his time. He's a 10.5 up. This Alpine is firing on all cylinders today. Scarito, not so much, but I think he's also on a flying lap. Both the Alpines all the Alpines are giving each other. He's giving them a slipstream as well. How kind to Anton. He is a 10.5 up. Scarito is going to be staying in P9 for the minute. Curly's finished his session in P12. Savant finished his session in P12. But I think P12 for Curly, didn't I?
Yeah, it's...
I thought I did. Let's see, can Anton still improve on this time? Mosquito's session is over, he's had a little spin. Loki comes into the pit lane. Can Anton, he is the only man who can maybe push Loki off his top step. Ivy Whittle hasn't validated his time. It's going to have to be all push for Anton. He's got loads of battery to go. Mosquito will be devastated. He can at least put it into P2. What is going to be for Anton? It's going to be P6. There's not enough. Strickson is on the final run. What's it going to be for him? Is it going to be an improvement? P3 for Strickson. There we go. That's what the Mercedes boys wanted to see. Haytham is our final runner, and that is a 1:33.5 into P11. That is it for qualifying. Loki God picks up another pole position. I'm not sure how many he's had this season. Well, obviously, well, anyway, no, because he's a junior. That is his third pole position of the season. Very, very well done for him. But has got May right behind him. But you've got to go for Benny Mosquito. He's the one who probably could have nicked pole there. He was 2 tenths up in our first sector. He will be devastated. Well, only but I have no clue, bruv. That's brilliant. Yes, let's go through our classification then. Loki in the McLaren picks up another pole position for the team. May in P2, still looking to extend his gap at the top of the championship. Strickson in P3, Daily Mosquito, who has shown a lot of pace today but has also shown some mistakes. Chartman in P5, there is Spandon and Anton pairing up at P6 and 7, so P7 for Anton on his, not his debut. Ivy Whiffle in P8, and it is Sucarito's debut into P9, Curly P10. Haytham, the reserve, in P11, and then followed by Savant, Heffy, and Noble Gamer. But this is essentially now Loki's race to lose. He's chasing this championship, and to be honest, I think right now he needs May to get away from him. All that May has to do now is to at least slow up Loki here, because Loki has been gaining like mad on everyone. Let's see, what is the weather conditions like in the South France? It's normally quite sunny, and it is very sunny. That means rain for Tier 2 or Tier 1, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because there was a time today, with George not racing Tier 1, and Mileno saying he wasn't going to race, there was a time where it could have been me and you in a party. I suppose that scares me. I don't know how I put up with it for ages.
It was your idea.
It was your idea?
You are the one that messaged me saying you want to a party.
When did I do that? Fine, give me the proof, give me the receipt.
The start of last season. I'll go screenshot, shall I?
You're commentating, brother.
I'm going to be scrolling for a while, but he'll be here.
Stuga's waiting for all the players to get in here. Ivy Whiffle's biggest fan, Bruce, is always back in the chat.
You just put like the one message and just leave for something.
No, he's quite active, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Bruce is still waiting for that first Ivy Whiffle win. He's still waiting. But I think the lobby, or I think F1 is doing a bit of an F1 right now, because we're still waiting for players.
Yes. So we may just looking at this season's chat.
Okay, no, we're good. It's starting in 15 seconds. So we will do our weekly helmet check to see who is actually putting some time and dedication into showing how good they look. Remember, it's not about how good you are, it's about how good you look while you're doing it. Let's see, has anyone put in a bit of an effort? Or are we going to see some players? Oh, there we are. Is formation left on?
Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more
Well, he's
grip
having
on
a
that
bit
at the
Loki
start,
go
but we
with
need
the
to warm
classic
the tyres
Steve
properly
design.
now.
He
Make
has
sure you
that
get some
every
heat
week.
into the
I
brakes
still
as
like
well.
it. May, once again, see it every week. Strickson has already hit a wall. He is running no traction and no ABS, so that's also not working out. He can work that way for him. Daily Mosquito, seeing it every week. Ooh, I still like Chartman's, you know. I can't get with Chartman 2 weeks in a row though. Ooh, I like Noble Gamers. Or Garter, sorry. For me, I think Ivy Ripples is nice, but I think I've seen it before. But Ivy's is really nice with the car. But Ivy may not have a win yet, but he does have a win in the weekly helmet. So Ivy, you've got the nicest helmet today, fella. For me, I'll just retire at that point. That's all I need to know.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Well, the one thing outstanding had a little spin. This is not boosting a lot of confidence for him right now. All these drivers just tagging very nicely together. There shouldn't be a lot of tyre warming here, to be perfectly honest with you. But it is seem very hot. Let's quickly have a look at tyres. Everyone's going for the medium tyre, apart from Haytham, Curly, Screeto, Whittle, and Loki on the hard tyre. Jack predicts a Curly win. I would be very surprised if that happened.
Very good. Yeah, that's fair. Do you know how I can change cameras?
You go into camera customization, but 15 seconds. Well, you can have a look at it in a minute. While we just, you need to look at the back of the pack for me. Jack, I don't think you're old enough to be a bud.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is...
It's hard to explain. Yeah, so we are all good for the 5 red lights here in Tier 2. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the South of France for the Paul Ricard circuit. And it is here we go. May does not get the start. He wants Loki. Is going to hold that lead into turn 1. Strickson is having a go onto Mayhe. He's up into P2. Into turn 1. There's a big collision from the Mercedes and the Alpha Carrier. There's a spin of Deadly Mosquito as well, who may have had a little tap. And there's a Williams at the back as well, who's when everything is changing position.
Haytham got hit from behind Spanner. I'm not sure what happened.
Whipple is up into P5. Bruce is going to love to see that. Strickson is now attempting to follow this McLaren on that medium tyre. He's going to be extremely speedy on these opening laps. Ivy Whipple is getting a pretty good run onto Chartman here. Gap is at 200, the yellow flag at the back, which is Haytham. Down into turn with the chicane. Whipple goes down the inside. Is he going to hold it? He's going to give Chartman just enough room. There's a bit of contact as Chartman does go onto the rumble strip, but Whipple has the grip just to get away from it. But this fight is not going to be over for Chartman. He's going to fight this back into the right-hander of 10. Let's see, can he hold it? He's using all his battery to fight this. He's going to hold it. Whipple around the outside. There's another bit of contact. There's Stu going out, but Whipple does outbreak him. Charman's going to carry a lot more speed here, though. Into another right-hander of 11. Whipple is going to have the inside line for 12. Whipple breaks extremely late. Charman still holds it. There's another bit of contact. This is a huge scrap. But P4 Charman is still defending this, and he does keep the position from Ivy Whipple. That was some pretty hard racing, but Whipple once again gets a nice run. A lot of these drivers have just pushed each other to the limits, and Charman is going to win this battle. That's going to hurt his tyres very much so, and his battery. And his racecraft is going to be in a bit of a hindrance right now, but Loki, Whipple is still not ready to give us up. He is still closing on that gap. The hard tyres may be favouring the Alfa Romeo on this earlier stage, maybe not enough tyre warp for the Williams. So that was some pretty nice racing. Curly is in P8 right now. Savant is still chasing him as a 6th gap. Strickson is a 6th gap up to P1 with May right behind him, looking to retake what he had from the grid start. Whipple is once again using the battery to close in on Chartman. Into turn 8 is going to be easy enough for Whipple, I think. Yes, it is. Brakes probably a bit too late, goes off the track in doing so. Chartman is still going to follow here again. It is going to be round 2. And there's a poor Whipple. There's a lot of contact from Whipple there. But Chartman's going to have the inside line once again. They cannot make contact this time. Chartman is going to try and hold everything into this corner. Whiffle goes round the outside. Chartman is going to hold it pretty nicely. Whiffle's going to get a very nice run though. But he does get pretty nicely blocked from Chartman. That is great defending from him. There was a lot of wheel banging on that straight. There's a bit of position change that is made onto Strickland. Also had a bit of a mistake. Whipple is really hurting his factory users here, trying to get this position. Maybe just has to be patient and wait for DRS just to get that easy pass. But these two are scrapping like mad. May's gonna be a bit under pressure here from Strickland's dash. Let's see what he can do. Strickland, yeah, just backs out pretty nicely there. Noble Gamer picks up a 5 seconds penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but he also has some sort of damage. Whipple is still following. The red light of Chartman is flashing. He is still going to be under a lot of pressure here with DRS being enabled. It's going to be all panic stations for the Williams team. Let's see, this is going to be hopefully a pretty easy move for Ivy Whipple. He's got the factory, he's got the straight line speed. This should be a very easy pass, which it is. Chartman is not going to fight this too much. Whipple into P4. But let's see, just Chartman once again gets a nice little exit there. May is still closing in onto Loki here as well, so Loki having a bit of trouble on those hard tyres. But I've got to admit, I think the medium to hard is by far the better strategy. It's so much better.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, Chartman is going to be under pressure here from Anton and Scarito here. Both these Alpine drivers hunting for points. There's been a spin, and that is Spanders, and he's lost his front wing. Oh, the bad luck continues for Spanders. Yeah, Jack, do hard medium tonight, alright? Do it, please. Give me the position. Chartman is going to get the run on the DRS here. Down into turn 1, but Whipple just pulls away. Simple as that. Anton is going to skate in this hunt, and so is Scarito. These Alpine boys want a bit of this scrap as well. These two new drivers in the French car are all ready for this. Scarito is closing in so quickly. Anton has got a huge amount of battery at his disposal right now, and he has got Chartman right in his sights. It's probably going to be a move at the top here. May is going to follow this. There's a lot of cars very close together here. I can't follow all of them at once. Let's go, let's watch May. There's been a yellow flag. Is that Whipple? Who is that? That's Strickland Das. And May has retaken the lead into turn 9. That is how you do. There's another yellow flag, and that is probably for Strickland Das as well. May has taken the lead on this Grand Prix. Chartman and Anton are still scrapping this out for P4, 5 and 3. Also Scarito is in there, but he'll just drop back a little bit, probably being a bit distracted by the battle top. Loki does get very close to May, and this could be a little bit of an opportunity into 12 here. But May just gets a huge amount of momentum around coming up into now 13. That is how you drive. There's been a move at the back that is getting Mosquito onto Savon, who's probably just let him through a bit there. Chartman is still right on the back of Ivy Whipple here, just over a tenth. Loki is going to get another dosing of DRS here, and he's going to deploy that battery. He's going to try and put May under as much pressure as possible. Chartman is going to get the move done before the straight. But Whipple is just going to close him up with a bit of room. Whipple, that is probably a bit too aggressive from him. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. But Chartman into turn 1 gets the move. Must be probably a bit too much wheel banging for my liking from Ivy Whipple. But he's going to have another opportunity here. There's been a bit of a rear end touch from Whipple down into turn 3. Oh, Whipple does hold it, but to be fair, that's the amount of space you should be leaving there. Whipple did not use every ounce of the track. There's been a yellow flag, that looks like Haytham to me. Chartman is going to be able to fly ahead on this straight now. Whipple's had a huge bit, that not fully just distracting him a bit, but can he get close to Chartman here? He may be able to. No, not enough. And Anton is going to be right under pressure here as well. He's going to try and get Whipple. He knows both these cars are very vulnerable right now. But Whipple and Chartman are really going at it here, fighting for that podium position. Anton is right on the back of Ivy Whipple here. There is going to be an opportunity into 11. Can I see? Can he go down the inside? He's going to carry a lot more momentum, and that's how you do it. He's had the inside line. But no! Whiffle's coming back at him! Into 11, into 12! Anton's going to try and hold around the outside. Whiffle does not leave him a lot of room, to be totally honest with you. Anton is still going to hunt into 14 now. It's going to be one more turn of 15. Charman is now out of DRS of Ivy Whiffle, because he is now under immense pressure. He's going to spin of Heavy as well. Let's see. Anton is going to have a lot of battery and a lot of DRS here to try and get Ivy Whiffle out of his way, and it's simple as that. Anton into P4. Scarito now has the opportunity to close in on this pack, but Charman needs to try and push to get away. And unfortunately, yes moment, I am joined by Ghost there. Okay. He is looking at the top for us, by the way, to see if anything's happening up there. But Whiffle is now trying to get back that position, and Anton is trying to push to get into the DRS of Charman. I think he's going to be very, very close. Does he get it? No, and Anton does not get the DRS. This will be the position for Ivy Whiffle, I believe. Down our back straight. There's a lot of straight here to get this move done. There's been another yellow flag. That is Hetty again out to turn 12. But Whiffle, that lack of battery is just hurting him so dearly. Ghost, though, apparently your moment's hero. But Whiffle is going to get another good run here, coming into 10. Let's see what he can do. He's going to have a lot more... Oh, what was that? He's going to have a lot more speed, but he's going to break early and look to get the inside line of Anton, but he does not budge. Jack called you a snail, by the way.
Jack, where are you in the standings?
I'll let you two settle your beef at another time. Scarito is still hunting down this pack, but they're very much spread out now. Whiffle has dropped back a bit on Anton here as well, as he's been using his battery very much. Let's see, Whiffle has massively dropped back, and now Scarito is putting himself into this occasion. It is a 4-6 for Alpine at the minute. Everything is going their way. There's a Ferrari coming out of the pit lane. That is Hetty on the soft tyres. He's not had a brilliant time out here in France. As I said, it is a very complicated circuit to get right. Jack put like last because
No need for you doing this.
Oh, goodness sake.